take a small slice of bark off of the base of the tree here. Much better. Okay. So now we've removed a piece of bark at the base of the tree along what we suspect is the edge of a root rot pocket. And we ask ourselves, what root disease produces a white mycelium growing underneath the bark at the root collar that is occasionally in fan shapes? And you should remember what that is from our discussion of root diseases. So you should have arrived at the conclusion that this is Armillaria ostoyae, Armillaria root rot. And it is in fact that pathogen that is responsible for the large hole in the canopy behind us and this ever expanding root rot pocket. What we see is that there are two main host species on site, ponderosa pine and the white fir grand fir hybrid. This, you should remember, is a much more vulnerable host than the ponderosa pine. So while the root rot pocket has been expanding for years, the greatest amount of mortality has been in the white fir, grand fir. The ponderosa pine has survived the presence of the armillaria to a degree, although the recent beetle activity that we're seeing in the stand in ponderosa pine is most likely the result of the armillaria, and perhaps coupled with the fire that went through here, stressing the trees. The armillaria expands, begins to really weaken the trees, and then the bark beetles come and finish the trees off. Yeah, this is what we wanted. Yeah. Okay, so what we see here is the root ball or root wad from the tree we just examined. The galleries a little farther up. Now we're at the base of the tree, and we can see in classic root rot fashion, the tree has fallen over with most of the roots broken off. And there are a few roots that you can see here, but most of the larger roots have decayed, and we see this stringy, just completely falls apart decay to the larger roots, indicative of the armillaria root disease.